Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is March 3rd. You know what that means? We just had amazing news from the Pokemon Live?
Pokemon
What is it called?
Presents. Pokemon Presents for
Pokemon
Pokemon Day.
Presents. Pokemon Presents. And I'm here with my good friend Zach. We're about to talk about Pokemon Legends ZA because we got a lot of information. Yeah, I saw a couple clips while I was at work, but overall, I was like, okay. First off, starters. What do you think about them?
So I'm surprised because I, like most people, was thinking, oh, Snivy, Warbunny, Piplup, because Piplup, Empoleon, Snivy, French Pokemon, Rabbit is like the animal France. But now, since we got two Johtos and Unova, that means we've had all the Johto starters in Legends game. We had two Unova starters in Legend game. That means the third Legends game will most likely be Snivy, Poplio, Litten.
Which I don't I understand. Like I love Chikorita. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. I just don't get it because if we were to go back to actually let me bring it up. If I were to do let's just look up let me just bring this up. If I bring this up, does it have pictures here? No. I'm trying to find a good one.
I guess the actual Pokemon website.
Yeah. Oh, would it be on is it on database?
I don't know if Rabbits has pages. Games.
It has games. Yeah, right here. Or games right here. Yeah. So like we have Rowlet, Cyndaquil, which is probably the weirdest trio you could see, but they didn't mimic regions. Which I was like, okay, if we're getting that kind of setup, I actually love it. Because everyone like except for this guy just I don't know why he's here. But the other two, you know, they're fan favorites.
Which
overall,
I see why they're doing this thing because if you look at it, so for CA, I mean, Arceus came out. We had something changed about Gen 1 starters, Gen 3 starters, and that's it, right? Because Gen 1 Gen 3 starters have Megas, right? Then Legend ZA came out. We got 3 starters that had Hisuian forms. I mean, Arceus. Legend ZA. I thought that they're getting Megas or new regional Evos. So that'll knock out Gen 1, 2, 5. And 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Then if you have, we got maybe the Calistars coming in, maybe. We'll probably get Megas for them, most likely, if they come into the game. Which would have a revisit to the Gen 6 starters. I forgot my Gen 4, but
let's see, because they have Megas. Ruby and Sapphire, we know they have Megas.
Yeah.
What would be next? Gold and Silver. Let's just say Gold and Silver. These three, they out of all, I'm not gonna lie, out of all the regions, I think Johto had like the weakest set of starters, like design wise.
Yeah.
Like they all have like different kind of setups and all that, but overall it was like really bad.
Because I can see
and then what was next? Diamond Pearl.
Yeah, because for the Gen 2, for the starters of ZA, I can see them doing Megas or regional forms. So that way all the Johto starters have regional form, then 2 of the Unovas have regional form for consistency. But I also see it that X and Y Megas, so they would give Megas to them.
Yeah. And like if you look at these starters, Chimchar was just a fan favorite overall. Everyone loved him. Only thing I see wrong about Turtwig is that the show did him dirty. You know, when he evolved in Torterra, he never won a fight.
Yeah.
He only won a fight as a Turtwig. And maybe like a couple as a Groudon. And we're not going to talk about the last one. He doesn't exist.
Yeah, Troy hates Piplup.
Absolutely. These, I don't know.
I love his sweet sample. It's great.
Yeah, the Hisuian is fine, but like I feel like they kind of just dropped off here.
Yeah. For Superior, I know. I guarantee you, Game freaking knows about Superior Restrict.
I would have loved if they made it not just a pure snake though. If it was like a Medusa or like a serpentine kind of setup, like it's like half and half. Like it has hands here, but then it goes to like little leaves. Like yeah, but like overall, they're all over the place. But if I go up to Scarlet and Violet, like they picked up here.
Yeah. Well, Gen 5 was supposed to be a reboot.
Yeah.
That's probably why they went back to the basic designs. That's why we have Clink. We have Trubbish, which it's like mimics of the Gen 1 mods.
Mm-hmm. But now here's the thing, though. I never understood how they did this in Arceus, because it's supposed to be a historic Sinnoh, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Why the heck is Rallied here?
I think they were brought over.
It says just as an original from different regions.
I'm pretty sure in the game, the professor, he says something like, I collected all these Pokemon and brought him here and say, hey, choose one of them, whatever.
Now this is something I have to mention before we actually talk about ZA. Sorry, we're kind of rambling all over the place, but there's so much that it relates so much. I have to just say it. Arceus was the starting point, but it was a failed attempt.
Oh.
We had free movement around the world. Mm-hmm. We could dodge in the fight, but the Pokemon are stationary.
Yeah.
So I could see the concept was there, but they just didn't have that advancement to it.
Yeah. They might want to try too hard before to like it. It's all hell. Hey, people liked it when you can move around. Okay. Maybe they'll like it if your Pokemon, you can control how your Pokemon moves in the battle.
It was also a lot of limitations in Arceus.
Yeah,
because it was so story heavy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it was the first Pokemon game that level capped you.
Yeah, because also this game came out in 2022. It was probably made in like 2019 through 2021, probably when it was worked on.
This came out 2022.
Yeah, January 2022.
You lying? Oh my god!
Yeah, 3 years old.
Why does it feel like it's? It feels like it's so long ago. Oh, I'm old. Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry. Oras turns 10 this year.
Don't talk to me. Yeah, but Arceus Arceus was the first game that level capped you. It's very story heavy, but
that's hard.
I like it's really hard. They said, you know what? We're gonna prove we're not a kids game, and then they brought out all the boss fights.
I mean the Elite Four and BDSV is competitive ones.
Mm-hmm. But I digress. Let's get so overall. I love Chikorita. That's my baby. I love Chikorita. I will probably be picking Chikorita. Tepig, I don't know why he's there. He just look at him. He's short and stubby. Yeah. He needs to go back to Unova and stay there. Totodile.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater of Totodile. I just don't like Feraligatr.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick either Tepig or Totodile. It probably depends on if what the original form looks like, if it's original form or if it's a mega. But they'll probably show it off before the game comes out, most likely.
I don't know how would the regional. I don't know how they would work in ZA. I can understand Arceus because it was past, but this is future. So let me phrase that: so-called future. So they might just get additional typings. We're not sure yet. We got this is the first full trailer that we got.
Because the last time they changed types of mod was for X and Y Z.
Mm-hmm. But we have Luminos City, fantastic, probably one of the best towns they could have based it off of, and they have different subsections here. What is it? 5 subs? It looks like 5 here. Yeah, because they're like color coded. It's like 5 different. I'm just gonna say 5. This also raised the question: is it only Luminos? Because it is a very big city, but it's going to be very limited of what they can do. My first thought when I only saw this is that the the events after X and Y devastated the surrounding town or caused some kind of chain reaction, or just overall everyone kind of converged and made a giant city. Like I just want to know. I want to see more of the world,
or
just a snippet,
or just don't, for the story wise. You don't need to leave the city story wise, because the story of the game is that the beginning story is that you are visiting Lumina City to sightsee. Like the opening of the trailer is you coming into the city via train.
Yeah. But then also, like, the train has to come from somewhere. So where'd it come from?
Either a core marine city, which is that city down the lower right, or it could be from the grass ship city, which I can't remember the city of. But on my video, I'll have like gameplay footage of that city. But yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I love the design, love the concepts. I saw a couple jumps that you can do on roofs. Love that.
Wait, go back, scroll down to where the NPCs are, the sergeant trainers.
Are they on here?
Yeah.
These.
So the rumor is that Gen 10 is either going to be within Italy or Greece, right? I can see them being from there.
This looks like more of an Italy setup. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So it's Italy.
Not to be racist. Not to be racist.
It's that vibe.
I'm just looking at the vibe.
Yeah.
Stop typing. Timmy, I see you. Stop it.
If you see the tier, like the Gen 10 is named Guy. A Guy is a Greek word, which it could be either Italy or Greek. If it's Italy, that makes sense in the train because it comes from that area, which Pokemon does like to hint to future games like that. They did it all the time. Like in X and Y, we had that little statue thing that sent them towards Alola, the Sun and Moon games. Had something in the Alola hinted to Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, I think, and so on and so forth.
I'm gonna mention the same thing I mentioned to you the other day. Give us different styles for Mega Stones.
Yeah,
please. I don't want those. I just don't want the band. Give me a belt. Give me a little keychain.
I let's do a thing where we have a choice from 3 to 5 options. Maybe we can change the color, like how we can change the color of our hair.
Or give me a necklace or something, or at least make them separate. Give the separate options per trainer. Like the females get some options, the males get some options, so they can be completely different. Because I know some people like playing the female character more than the male for some reason. Yeah. I don't know. But please, we just need different little styles. Because I saw the band, it's bigger than I don't know how it's staying on your wrist. That thing is huge. Couldn't tell you. But like this, fighting on the roof is crazy.
Yeah. Like that means maybe Sky Battles return somehow.
But yeah, because you'd be like over here, somebody over there.
Yeah, because X and Y did introduce Sky Battles.
Now, I also mentioned this to you. Since we have, actually, this is probably the better image for it. We have like free control over battles. I wonder how this would reflect if they were to keep this format for like online battles.
Yeah,
but it'd be like a stadium or kind of like a limited field. But over time, like I'll use Fortnite as an example. The storm comes in, like they'll make the field smaller and smaller because people will like use the range moves and all that.
Or I kind of like thinking about TNT Run, or like that kind of
exactly.
Like it's like you lose this last round. I'm not gonna be sold on it being a permanent change though. I have to see how it plays out when I play the game with the feel of it. But yeah,
I just love the fact that I can move with the Pokemon. Because in Arceus, you could still get hit in the battle, but you wouldn't die. But it was like really iffy.
Yeah. Now I do wonder if falling Pokemon in this game, because I don't know if you saw it in the trailer or not.
Another thing I'm scared about. This is a lot. This is a lot of building.
Yeah.
I wonder how the Switch will hold up. I know the Switch 2 is a thing. But this is a lot of graphic.
Because the rumor is that it's on the Switch 2. Those screenshots look like it would be on Switch 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a lot. Because I feel like if you played this on the Switch right now, it would be horrendous.
Now, I have no clue.
Play.
I have no clue if all those buildings are actual buildings you walk into. It would suck if they are, but it probably does help that the buildings are flat.
Yes.
Like I don't like that. It looks sad. The windows are drawn. It's not like an actual like offset off the actual building. Maybe in Gen 10 probably.
I think they were more focused on terrain than building. I think they're just placeholders. Yeah. I call them placeholders.
Yeah, because the footage is not final, so like it could change somehow when it actually comes out.
Yeah, for just having the trailer, like one of the first trailers or first trailer. I can't remember if there was more. It was very well put together. This is what I was thinking, that there's no more than the town, but for the zones, it can't be like a big Pokemon. Yeah.
Now, in some part of the trailer, I think you're on the roof during the scene, you can see out in the distance towards the mountain, and you can see trees and stuff. I saw a video by Tyranitar Tubes to say, hey, maybe that is part of the world, since it looks like you can actually go to it. Maybe they'll have like little pockets outside.
So what I was thinking is the zones are for like the smaller and or like these, like they're smaller Pokemon. Yeah. But on the outside, it'd be like the bigger, uncontainable ones that could like destroy something.
Like you gotta have Avalogs.
Yeah, so like that, they'll be out there, and it'll be like the different paths, terrains, or whatever.
Yeah. And the theory is that maybe they'll have other cities in the game, like maybe Anstar City with the Sundial. Maybe to train to Anstar, and that's how you get Avalon. Because it's hard for them to make a ZA game, Legends game, in Kalos without the Sundial, because the Sundial is how Meg is tied to Mega Evolution and stuff. So it's like they have to include that somehow.
Exactly.
Like if they want to do Ocean Pokemon, they could connect to that Grass City, because that grass is on the coastline. So maybe that's how you get your Whale Lords, or your Galgies, your other Pokemon like that. Maybe Clawsters in the wild there, and here it's Clawsters in the wild.
You also got to bring up the idea of a sewer.
Yeah, sewer. We're probably gonna sewer or catacombs, or both. Because French is known for the catacombs. Exactly. Maybe I think Ghost Pokemon and more ground Pokemon, stuff like that.
Now, I will say I do have one issue, which isn't really an issue. It just where the attacks are.
Yeah,
that's a lot of extra bar. I feel like they could cut that back just a little bit, so it's not like, because the Switch is a small screen. That's taking up a good portion,
especially the non-OLED Switch, which is
I feel like they could cut that back and like stack. They can stack the words for all I care.
My OLED Switch screen is pretty big compared to the old Switch. And I'm pretty sure the newer Switch is bigger than the OLED Switch.
Yeah, like they could, like right here where my mouse is, they could cut it like right here and just stack the words. They don't need all this. That's a lot of bar. Because look, in the battle, my screen's already gone. I can't see nothing.
It also looks like you can toggle the minimap too.
Which
it's kind of cool.
I feel like that should be toggled off in a battle anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let me phrase that. In trainer battles, I feel like wild battles, it could stay on.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Pokemon should have like little, not like their icon, but like a little blip or something.
Well, actually, the image on the left looks like a trainer battle. There's a person standing there by the
This is a trainer battle. This is a wild battle.
Yeah,
because there's nobody there. Also, I like the use of stealth rocks, and the Telephone runs into them.
Yeah, which is going to be interesting if there's online playability, because like how is Senate moves going to work? Like that. Protect. How is Protect going to work? Is that
he's using Protect.
Is he?
Yes, this lock card is using Protect.
Oh, never mind that. It's like it'll be a thing where they just can't attack from one side, or it's gonna be like you can't be attacked at all.
Yeah, he's just a barrier.
Yeah.
So like this in the wild area, I feel like the Pokemon, when you're in this area, they can have little blimps. Because I'm not gonna see a Pokemon running around. I mean, I'll see them, but I'm looking for something specific.
They never did that in Sword of Wild though. So.
Yeah, we got the home
Yeah,
dog.
and I saw a Sencho tweet, which everyone hates Sencho, where it's, oh, hey, abilities aren't on the website. That means no abilities are in the game. No, it doesn't. Maybe
No, the abilities are definitely in the game.
they probably just don't want to reveal because everyone knows the abilities of Tepig,
Well,
Krita.
they're all kind of the same. Unless
Either
the
that
only
or
thing they can change are like hidden abilities.
they're the stars are hidden abilities when we get given the game.
Exactly. Now these people, the rivals, they look cool.
They are. It's probably some of my favorite rival designs. I'm a little disappointed that it's the one thing rivals we can't nickname.
I do hope, or I do think the hair could be a little dark because it looks a little saturated here.
Yeah, mine should be the screenshot. Mine should be the lighting screenshot.
Yeah, yeah, it might be, but like it could be like a little darker. Like this compared to that, it's like that's screenshot lighting right there. But I would prefer it be like this kind of dark.
Because the first ones are probably them outside, and it's like the sunlight hitting them.
Yeah, they're outside here because you're about to battle them. Then we have Big Homie over here. AZ taking care of the hotel.
Yeah, which I saw a rumor that like someone said on Twitter that the Hotel Z looks a lot like the Sycamore Lab, which it kind of does.
That is Sycamore's lab.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like where is Sycamore in the game?
Hold on. Where was it? Yeah, that's Sycamore's lab. It's the same setup.
I guess I wonder why Sycamore then. Did he move to a different area? Possibly, or did he move to a new city?
Probably moved or retired, one of the two.
Yeah, or he decided to get a new bigger lab, maybe.
Because so we have AZ. I don't know. He doesn't look like he's doing much in the story. He looks like he's just managing the hotel.
He's probably happy now. He's probably very happy now since he's got.
Yeah, he got that little smile on him. He's great. Yeah. We love AZ. You got the Eternal Floette.
Maybe we'll finally get it in the game somehow, or maybe it's like a thing. It's like
these two.
They're not the villains.
Listen.
Yeah.
After oh, I keep forgetting the game.
Tenement.
No.
Sword and Shield.
Yes. After Sword and Shield, I don't trust them. They look evil to me.
If they're full-on villains, it's going to be a repeat of Sword and Shield, which I don't like. Maybe it's the thing where it's like...
You don't need this much sideburn. What is this? This is that evil sideburn.
Yeah, like people said his sideburns are like Lysandre or Mick Rayquaza.
Exactly.
Which I don't think Jet's evil. Maybe Vinny's evil. Maybe there's a third character that's evil.
Okay, so like maybe she's not evil, but then he's like working for somebody else. They kind of just covered. Yeah.
Which also, I don't know if you realized it yet, but someone matched it up. The Quasarito building is where Lysandre's lab is. So maybe maybe they're using Lysandre's lab or something.
I'm not really surprised about is the protector of the region. I'm not even gonna bring that up.
Which I did see a thing on this earlier. So you know all those that green and the wild zones and like the banners and stuff. That's the same shade of green on the A in the ZA logo.
Yeah.
And Quasarto, where how you say it, they designed the wild zones. Yeah. So maybe they're connected to the A legendary A Pokemon, whatever the A is.
No, I will say one thing about Zygarde, and then I will go on my merry way. He had no action in the last game, but hopefully something happens where complete form has to come up in the story and actually do something, because most people didn't even know that was a thing until it popped up in the show.
Well, it came in the show first. It was in the show first, then it came to the games.
I know, but I'm talking about like in general, because some people didn't even know that 50%. I'm like, wait, how'd you not know this was 50%?
Yeah.
Like you saw the dog appear multiple times, and this was already in the game in general. This came after. This you could get in there, but it was kind of because there's no way this was just final form.
Yeah.
But I digress. I just don't like Zygarde in general. I'm a hater.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Legend Z, Pokemon Z before it got canceled. So they just shove it in Sun and Moon. Just kind of a lot of people feeling weird about it.
Now this.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here because you didn't see it until I pointed it out. The Megas have a charge to them.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm guessing you had to be in the fight long enough or get enough hits to charge up your Mega, and then you can do it. Because like they all see how they all have this shade to them.
It's just like a glow, kind of.
Yeah, so like when the timer's up, I guess they'll resort back.
It might be a thing how it is in Pokemon Go with Dynamax battles. In Pokemon Go Dynamax battles, for Dynamax, you need to get Dynamax points, which you earn over time. It's like a build up, and you can Dynamax. Kind of like how it is in the Sword and Shield raid dens, where it's like you gotta build up over time, Dynamax energy. That's how you do it. I find out when we're seeing the trailer for Megas. They'll probably explain how Megas work in the game. But yeah.
Which I'm very happy they're coming back, but I just have that weird thought in the back of my head. Not everybody's coming back.
I feel like they have to bring it back. The ones at least all the ones that were introduced in X and Y at least.
Yes.
And they're probably gonna cherry pick for us because so far Altaria and Sableye are the only ones from Oris coming back.
So off rip, Venusaur to Blastoise, I believe they're coming back.
And Charizard.
We know Charizard's back.
Probably Charizard too as well.
Don't say that.
And they're probably gonna bring back Mewtwo as well.
Probably. Don't say that. No, please, we don't need that. Like Venusaur, Blastoise, I'm not sure they should come back, but we still haven't got a hint of the other starters.
That's true.
Alakazam.
We know Pidgeot's in the game. Maybe Pidgeot.
Yes, Pidgeot is in the game.
We know
Alakazam probably because a lot of towns do just have Abra.
We know Mega Steelix is coming back most likely because Onyx is in the game.
Gengar, maybe. This would have to be like an abandoned part of the city. You get him or something.
Yeah.
Which you can't really abandon because there's not much there. Kangaskhan Court, we just saw it.
Pinsir is in the game, so probably make a Pinsir as well.
Absolutely Gyarados. Aerodactyl, like this is an if.
Aerodactyl is in the game, so we might get a Mega of him.
Yes. Well, based off just if they're in the game, that's kind of a guaranteed. Like Ampharos is in the game. I'm not sure about Scizor.
Scizor isn't actually. No, not yet.
Tyranitar is in the game.
Yeah. So is Houndoom and Heracross. Gardevoir, Gallade are in the game.
Yep. Like Blaziken, I don't think Blaziken. I don't think that's going to even be a thing.
Salamence is in the game, so Mega Salamence back. Mega Lucario.
Latias would absolutely not.
If they are, it would be like an event where it's like, hey, event.
Yeah, so like if you were to come down here, like Pidgeot, yes. Sableye, yes. Steelix, yes. Like the Altaria, yeah, absolutely. We just saw it. Salamence, yes. Like the rest of these, I don't think so. Yeah. Glade, maybe.
Well, we had Gardevoir.
Gardevoir.
If they had Gardevoir, the guy had Glade. It's like,
well, not entirely, because it was a thing where it was just one half came out and the other didn't.
Well, the other half was introduced in Oras, because I guess why not?
Yeah, because like I said, this was the thing, because this came out. Gardevoir came out first, then Glade.
They probably released it for fairy typing, most likely.
Yeah, so like
I don't know if Oras?
Yes. Huh. Like I don't know if they're gonna jump back and be like, okay, only this half gets it. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, and also because in X and Y we got 30, or else we got 8 chains, and maybe in this one we'll get probably 12 most likely. It's like a 12 number. 3 for starters, and probably some others for ones they wanted to, they just couldn't do. Or else probably Flygon, probably some X and Y ones, maybe Florges, maybe the Gen 6, maybe the Gen 6 starters, maybe.
No, something cool. The flying Pokemon here, instead of having them lower to the ground, I wish they would go into like camera mode, like for first person mode. That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Or not, or third person, whatever. Just like if they were to add air battles.
Yeah.
You'll be third person of the Pokemon, you control it. That would be cool.
like kind of like in the synchro machine, Scarlet Violet.
Exactly. But there's a lot they can do, and there's a lot going on. It's just like we got thrown.
We don't know we don't know enough info about the game yet.
We got thrown into like the start of it. They're like how many Pokemon are in the zones? Like we don't know much.
Yeah, because depending on like what else we know, the Terra for like because the Terra Link didn't reveal much about XCA. All we know is that Megazord or Mega Zygarde. We don't know how true that is though.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be against Mega Zeraora because people forget about Zeraora exists, honestly. And Megas are a good way for people to remember about old I forget about Audit sometimes.
And of course they had to bring Bloody Pikachu back. I see you right there.
I'm not gonna make a game about that Pikachu.
Exactly. Always got to bring him back. So the Pokemon kind of reflects with the show. I would love to know if they're gonna make a separate series alongside the one going on right now. I just want to know if they would do that or they're gonna end their current one.
Well, Horizons is ending with either season 3, season 4. You know that for sure. Which is
actually?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's ending like in the next like 3 or 4 years or so.
Yeah, but because the only concept that they had were to find the legendary the 6 legendary actually.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, what I wouldn't mind is that they do in the style of either Origins, like Generations, of like a little short anime of CA.
Because right now they're in their second season, like 4th quarter. Because let me bring this over here. So like Horizons, so this is the first episode. This was the last episode of the first season. I need to catch up with it, but like you see, like they just got the terrorization in the second season, and they're got 4 or 5 of the legendary Pokemon are like legendary Pokemon that I last seen.
Yeah,
and I think they were going after the last 2, which was it was Cleavor and Entei they had to find. And there was a shiny Zygarde for some reason. Yeah. No, we don't worry about that.
Horizon is most likely going to be over by middle of 2027, most likely. That's when the DLC comes out for Gen 10, which for all us who want to do the DLC, they make some money. Also gives them an extra year to work on the next games. But yeah.
Which there's something they could do with this, which once again I don't know if they have done it yet. Like in the last Pokemon series, they went to the past. There's something anything could happen in here to send them into the future, and then that's when we get a little like a 2 or 3 episode special of this.
We don't know when Horizon takes place though compared to games.
I know exactly when Horizon takes place.
How many years after? When does it take place?
This isn't a year after. This is basically the same timeline of like Ash and them.
Because that is like it's hard to do because they made Ash DH.
I have a question. When did Scarlet what year did Scarlet and Violet take place in?
I don't think it's ever confirmed, but like people just assume it takes place the year it came out in.
Let me see. Pokemon
2022.
Let me just say timeline. Yeah, they came out in 2022, so we were to say it's around there. Yes, because they could do that. It'd be like 3 years?
So we know Scarlet and Violet takes place after Sword and Shield because in Scarlet and Violet we find Sonia's book in the library. And Sword and Shield takes place after the events of Gen 7. So all the games take place after each other. Let's assume that they should take place the year they came out in.
Yeah, so it's like overall, I think there's a lot they could do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that's going on, which, like you said, in like a couple months, we'll get a second part or like a more info about all this stuff. which it will clear up so much, and we'll see some more like Pokemon Champions. Excited to see Pokemon ZA. Of course, is going to be probably one of the biggest Pokemon games. I want to see what they do with online battles because I do love making like competitive mons and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And if we had the option between to go from standstill to movement, I feel like there's so much more we could do with that.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing I have to question: multiplayer.
I don't think it's gonna happen unless they do what they did in Scarlet Violet. Something.
That's what I'm thinking because, like, you can't have all this. You can't have all this world and not do something with it.
Yeah, it'd be fun like hide and seek because like you got the buildings, you got the rooftops.
Exactly. Like if I were to say, hey, you know what, we're here, we're gonna play hide and seek, we could subsection it. It could be so much fun. Mm-hmm. Or we could do like we catch and we battle. We'll just go to a random part of the city, we'll battle. Like there's so much we could do. We just got to know the information about it.
Yeah.
Which, besides that, there's not much else that we can see off rip. We just got, there's so many questions and we gotta wait for the answers.
Yeah.
But besides that, I'm good.
Yeah, because we know ZA is probably coming out either September or November. Mm-hmm. I was thinking July of the Switch 2 release because the Switch 2 releases in June, July. But maybe they delay it because they weren't fully ready yet. So they said, hey, maybe two to 3 more months, give more time to finish it out. Maybe there was delays with printing all the game cartridges. They had to delay even more or something. It's like let's say maybe they were scheduled to start printing cartridges in May. There's
just a lot going on. Yeah. I think they just had to go through bug fixes and all that.
Yeah, so let's say we're not going to be ready for the May release, so let's push it back to the latest. So that way we can release it in November.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably getting a small quote-unquote DLC, like how we got the Project Operation Daybreak, Arceus, something like that, very small. Then one day next year, Gen 10 announcement.
Yeah, besides that, I'm good. I have nothing else to say about it.
Yeah, we'll probably get a trailer in April. Like my guess is that the trailer is released on Thursdays, so we'll probably get one April 17th. Ish.
Yeah, but besides that, not much else here. We're excited. We're excited for ZA. We're excited for Pokemon in general. They're making a big step for something that they needed to keep up on. I just hope we get all the proper setups and information about it. But without further ado, that's it for me. This is Troy and Zach. I guess we'll see you guys in the next trailer.
Bye.
Bye.